Hi everyone, it's me. So turns out that Girl Meets Great Lady of New York is not coming out until next Friday, so I'm afraid I got my dates wrong. So you guys will see my reaction video for Girl Meets Bear and Girl Meets Great Lady of New York next Friday because I didn't get to do a reaction for Girl Meets Bear, so I'm gonna do it two reactions in one video next Friday. But this video actually is not about Girl Meets World. Actually, we decided to do another random video about myself again. People have been asking when, again, my catfish video is getting slow reactions to it, like slow viewers, but it's okay. I don't mind. It's because I'm a Girl Meets World YouTuber and I'm known for that, so it's hard for my fans to kind of get used to other videos, but I was thinking maybe I would do kind of a personal video, like more personal than the catfish video. So I'm going to warn you, I might get emotional, and I'm so sorry. I am an emotional person, especially when I talk about this topic. But I figured it's actually a good thing to talk about this because not too many people post YouTube videos about this kind of thing. So I feel like maybe it's my greatest opportunity to do so. So as you guys know, I'm 22 years old. I was born August 1st, 1984. I am from Southern California. Again, I don't name my towns or anything like that. I am from Southern California. I live in Northern California now. I graduated high school when I was 18 in 2013. So it's been 3 years now, a little bit over 3 years. So I went to community college after high school because I couldn't afford a university, and I wanted to stay home for a couple years because I wasn't really ready to move out and leave my family behind. At the time, now I am. I'm away from my family now, but at the time after high school, I was not ready. So this is the story of what happened to me when I was 19. It's kind of sad. So, sorry. At least for me, it's sad. So it depends for the person. But when I was 19, I turned 19 2 months after I graduated high school. When in November, about 3 months after I turned 19, I went to the doctor. I have problems getting my time of the month, like my period, every month. It's been happening since I was 12. I don't get it every month. I get it a couple times a year, maybe every other month, and slowly it started going slower and slower and slower. And I started to get worried because I was already 19 and that was it should not happen. So I told my mom about it, and she knew about it the whole time, but she realized, enough is enough. Doctor said it was normal for it to be irregular, but I was already 19, right? So it's like, okay, we should really go to the doctor about this. So we went to the doctor. We took blood tests. They did a bunch of exams and stuff like that. Sorry, starting to get emotional, sorry. We took a bunch of exams and blood tests, and that day when we got the tests back a couple days later, about a week later, it was really sad. Sorry. The doctor told me, it was a woman, she told me that she pretty much, she felt really bad, and she told me, and these were the exact words that she told me and my mom, and she was like, she's like, I'm so sorry to tell you, and I'm so sorry that it took us so long to like figure out what was wrong, and she's like, but I'm afraid I have some bad news, and but we've diagnosed you with Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. Now, if anyone does not know what that means, it means that, it means that, I don't get my period as much as other girls do, and I get it, like, very so often, maybe a couple times a year, like it had been happening to me. And it means that, I can't, it means that it cuts my chances in half for having kids by 50%, maybe a little bit more, and it gives me more of a likely to get ovarian cancer. Sorry. And it's I was really crushed when my doctor told me that, I started crying. It was really hard for me for the first year. If you guys know me, well, a lot of you don't know me personally, obviously, but it's been my dream to have kids someday, and I've always wanted 4 kids, and I would talk about it with my mom all the time. I'm my mom's only kid, and so my mom was heartbroken when she found this out with me, because it's, you know, I've always kind of, I've had a really, like, not troubled, but, you know, I've had my ups and downs with my life. My parents have been divorced for a really long time. You know, I had to deal with that. I've dealt with a lot of things in my life, and it's been pretty hard. But, you know, and the thing I always thought I could rely on was getting married and having kids, and I've always wanted like 4 kids. So you can imagine my distress and my sadness when I found out that my chances were cut in half or even more, and it's gonna be really hard for me to have kids, like super hard for me, more than like other women, and there is even a likely chance that I may not even have kids, and it's what's really sad. A lot of people don't know about PCOS. That's the short version of it, PCOS. It's really sad because I'm actually one of the lucky ones, because a lot of women, they like grow hair everywhere, and some of them lose like their hair, and some of them like grow beards. It's really weird. You know, it's a very disturbing disease to have, or syndrome I should say. It's not exactly curable. I mean, you could treat it, you know, you can lose weight, and it's pretty much like you can't really notice the symptoms anymore, or the side effects, but you're pretty much always gonna have it. And no, not just overweight women get it. It's all types of women. Skinny, overweight, just all types of women get PCOS. And it does not run in my family, so I'm actually the first one to get it. And I guess that's kind of sad too, because I didn't want to be the first one to get it. But yeah, so I have PCOS, and it's been 3 years since I've had it, and I've been diagnosed. I would take medication for it, see if it would help, but nothing helped. So I've just pretty much let it all go. I don't take medication anymore. So I get my period like 3 times a year, maybe 4 if I'm lucky. I still ovulate, so that's a good thing. It'd be really bad if I didn't ovulate. It'd be worse, but I do. But I still only get my period 3 to 4 times a year. And again, it's kind of sad. It sucks because it makes me feel not like a real true woman, I guess you could say. You know, I feel like a guy a lot of the time because, well, you know, I don't get my period as often. But yeah, my friends from home, a lot of them convinced me to do a video like this just to explain more about myself and the things that I go through. I'm a very happy and positive person, so I try not to let this get me down. It's still really sad, as you can tell. I'm still really emotional about it, and I don't really like talking about it, so to me it's a really big deal posting a YouTube video about this, because it really is hard for me to live with this every day. And I'm probably going to pass it on to my daughter if I ever do have one. So that's going to be really sad too. So yeah, but I try not to let things like this get me down. Like I said, I still make like my videos, my Girl Meets World videos, and I still like try to be out there. I still try to be positive, do good in school, and go to work. I just try to keep myself busy, and I try not to worry about it right now. But eventually when I get married, I'm gonna have to start doing different kinds of treatments for it, because then I'm gonna have to start medication to help me get pregnant, and I'm not excited for that. So that's gonna be really suckish. I don't like taking medication as it is. So when I'm married, when I'm gonna start wanting to have kids, I'm gonna have to start taking a bunch of medication just to help me have kids, and that's gonna be like really hard for me too, because I don't like I said, I don't really like taking medication. It makes me feel like, I don't know, makes me feel weak, I guess. But yeah, so if you guys want to learn more about PCOS, Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome, you can just Google it, and it just gives you like a bunch of facts, symptoms, side effects, different kind of medications you take, what kind of women get it, what, you know, how people deal with it, like how people like myself deal with this kind of thing. and how it really does affect us a lot of the time. So I encourage you to look it up to find more about it. I am, obviously, you know, it's not deathly or anything like that. It's nothing like that, thank God. But, you know, being told in the doctor's office that you have a certain kind of disease that you really can't get rid of is just, it's really sad, and it's really heartbreaking. You know, it's not cancer, it's not, thank God, you know, it's not anything like that. It's not a death sentence, but when you're like me and you really want kids and you really planned on having that, and just for it to be cut in half and to be kind of being taken away from you, there are no words for it. There are no words for how I felt that day and how I'm still feeling and how I'm going to feel for the rest of my life, I guess. Yeah, but I try not to let this me down. I'm not asking for your sympathy. I'm not asking for anything. I'm just asking for you to understand, and I'm just trying to give you guys to get to know me a little bit better and what kind of a person I am and what kind of a background I come from. But anyways, I am done with this video before I start bawling, and I have to do homework. So I just thought I would take the time to make this video. You guys know the drill. If you want to subscribe to me, subscribe. Leave nice comments below. Don't leave anything mean, of course. Keep watching for my Girl Meets World videos, and I will see you guys next Friday when I upload a new one. See you guys. Thank you so much for your support. And again, I'm sorry if I made you cry, because I tend to make people cry all the time with my crying. But anyways, thank you guys. You guys are the best. See you guys. Bye. Love you all.